I am currently headed to my lunch date at Gucci Osteria, Beverly Hills. It's pretty cool. Gucci is right as you see me pulling up. I've got to find some parking here. Do they offer valet? I don't know. Either way, I got to find parking, and I'm gonna go to this beautiful place, and we'll check out and see how the food is. If it's great, if it's extraordinary, if it's basic, and all the above. But nonetheless, still Gucci, brand that I just really dope, and as a designer myself, always appreciate.
Heads up, you'll be viewing all of the content through my Ray-Ban stories from Meta, and you will see like the moment you get in, the elevator itself is like so Gucci, from the wallpaper, the design, the floral, the entry, and everything is just so on brand with Gucci, which I totally appreciate as a designer and a creative person myself. Also, the staff were very welcoming. They wanted me to put me outside, a beautiful location, but I just preferred to be inside because of the sun and because of the temperature for that day. And they relocated me to another fine location, which I greatly appreciated. Now, as you see here, everything on brand is just so Gucci. Like the texture of the actual menu, like you could touch and you can feel like it's ultra premium. And I truly, truly appreciated that. Everything from the decor, the table, the knives, the placemat, the glass, like everything is so on brand. And as the waiter came over and talked to me about the menu, I'll be honest, the menu is drastically overwhelming. This is just the cocktails. And he was sharing me the cocktail list. I actually didn't ended up proceeding with a cocktail because I want to come back for one of the specialty drinks that they offer. And it's about an $80 drink, but it looks so cool. And I want to actually enjoy it with my wife. So I paused on a cocktail and just enjoyed my lunch. Now, as my host left, I truly just got to enjoy the location, the ambiance, and this space through my Ray-Ban stories from Meta. And like you can see, the boulevard of Beverly Hills and the sun was and the lighting was beautiful. And I was like, let me just check out the bathroom for the sake of checking out the bathroom. And once again, on brand with Gucci, on brand from the wallpaper, like the actual towels, the print, the soap, right? All of the things are just so intrinsically on brand with Gucci. And I thought like that was so dope, right? The experience was never compromised from the places that you don't even think about or as you think will be necessary. Gucci will take all of that in consideration, and luxury brands take that all in consideration. And we should do the same, which is why I do this in Style Your Life. We should take in consideration all the aspects of our lives, from our office, our clothing, our wares, and everything, so that we're always consistent on brand when we're doing business. Well, when I got to the table, I actually decided I have to actually order food, right? And truly enjoy this experience. And the menu, again, as mentioned, is very overwhelming. I really got to the point where I was like, hey, man, just pick out something for me and curate a beautiful lunch for me and let me just enjoy my life. And I just chilled, and they just brought me some cool items that you will see throughout this session here. At this moment here, my waiter's just talking with me, asking me some questions so he can curate this specialty menu for me and choose some great items that I should enjoy throughout the whole experience. And again, he started to share with me a few items that I would like, with an appetizer, a salad, a dessert, etc. Now, as I began to eat, I just enjoyed like the placemat setting, the napkin, the knife, the silverware, the cutlery, like everything was just so beautifully created. And I truly appreciated that from an experience that should match on brand with Gucci. As I got into the actual first opening item, it was a individually baked croissant with some form of like rosemary, like thyme, lavender butter, which was really, really enjoyable. And one thing that I've noticed is that I've started to notice restaurants curating and dedicating space specifically to butter. It's very strange, but yet very cool. If you'll notice here, Gucci actually customized and curated the butter in the shape of their bee. And it also has some honey or some sweetness to it, what I thought was really cool. Now, the bread came out, and there's a curation of breads. There's no way for me to go into all the detail, but I decided to just take a moment and begin working a little bit while I wait for my food to come out. Now, this first piece that came out was some form of cheese and a cracker that he told me was placed in the shape of the Walt Disney Hall uh, concert downtown Los Angeles. And I thought that was really cool, adding a twist and flavor to Los Angeles as to why the chef came here in the first place. So at this moment, I just started to work a little bit. As you will see here, a little design. You can actually buy this design over at michaelferrera.com right now. It's in the form of a jacket and a t-shirt, and will be added in some other pieces as well. So here's my first piece. I think this is called ensalada de marina, right? Salad of the sea. And it's a sea salad that's encompassed of, I want to say lobster, some form of fish, and some scallops, which was amazingly good. The second piece was some form of a risotto, which had a take on a pizza, right? It has all the elements of the pizza minus the bread. And the joke is that when the chef came, his friends were like, why would you go to Los Angeles when you're leaving Italy and Europe to go to this place? And that's his form of a pizza to enhance it and make it ultra premium. Now, after a while that I just appreciated and enjoyed the ambiance, many of you know I'm a person that can't really stay still too long. I have to get up and get moving. So I got up just to check out the scenery. You could actually overlook Cannon and the Beverly Hills Strip, which is a great view from the over the top. And it's just really cool to enjoy it from this space. Jumping back to my actual food, my next course was a pasta, a tortellini with some Asiago cheese, which was just, oh my gosh, I'm sure there's butter in here. So unhealthy, but so good at the same time, right? Then it came to my main course, which was a crusted fish with a premium like side jelly, which was so cool. I didn't actually enjoy the jelly, if I'm being honest, but the fish was just amazing. And back with this some form of like sauce or butter that complemented it. And to close out, there was a dessert which was called the Charlie Marley. Haha, cool name. Because the chef loves Charlie Brown, there's some form of meringue chocolate, dark chocolate, and then topped with like a wafer chocolate. And I will say I'm not a huge dessert person. I feel like dessert should be its own entity, separate. But this was a nice little soft and light treat to close out. And going above and beyond, as we all should in our brand, they offered me a closing beignet, and of course, my waiter just closed out with me for a great lunch. In closing, you probably will see about $200 to $350 per person, and that's for lunch, not taking into consideration dinner. So plan accordingly for that. Simultaneously, you have to plan to get a reservation. It's not easy to get a reservation here, so make sure you plan accordingly. I guess if you shop here often or if you know someone, you might be able to get in, but it's a great escape for like a high level business lunch or maybe even a great night out with friends and family. I will say, all in all, it's a great place to visit if you're coming to Los Angeles or if you even live here, right? It's a great escape from the traditional dining. Right? It's quiet, right? The food is excellent and the service is just outstanding as it should be. And I think it's a great way to like get away from the normal. It's also a great place to probably have a private like business lunch that you won't be interrupted or being a lot of crowds because frankly, you're above the crowds on this semi rooftop right in the heart of Beverly Hills. So I hope you enjoyed this. Hope this was valuable to you. If it was, please like, consider subscribing, and thank you again. As usual, remember you can have every single thing in life that you desire as long as you truly believe it. Style your life. Peace.